ACOS, TACOS, ROAS, impressions. What are all of these metrics? Look, they might seem like they're in a foreign language, but all of these metrics are very essential, specifically if you are advertising on Amazon and if you intend to grow your business and scale it to the stratosphere. In this video, which is, by the way, in partnership with Amazon Ads, I'm going to walk you through the basics of all of these metrics, why they are so important for your business, and where to find them on Amazon Campaign Manager dashboard. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Crystal and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society and Sellers Society. We are a certified Amazon service provider and we support sellers on Amazon UAE, KSA, Egypt, as well as Turkey. Make sure that you scan the barcode that you see on the screen right now if you want to reach out to us for help and support. Alternatively, you can go to our website, www.assmiddleeast.org. Let's jump straight into it and let's start talking about Amazon PPC ads. By the way, make sure you watch the video till the very end because I'm going to show you where you find these metrics in a very smart way inside of your Amazon Campaign Manager. Starting off with Amazon PPC metrics explained, let's talk about impressions. Impressions are ad visibility. Just to let you know, in case you come from a Google background or any other sort of advertising, such as advertising on Meta, impressions on Amazon are technically free of charge. Amazon doesn't charge us for any impressions. However, this is a very important metric because impressions represent the number of times customers see your ad. Technically speaking, they are not related to clicks. However, how do you know if impressions are good or not? And how do they relate or correlate in terms of success with ads? Well, what do impressions tell you? High impressions but low clicks indicate weak main image or a weak title, because it basically means that people are seeing the ad but they're opting not to click. Side note, remember that you pay for Amazon on a PPC basis, so pay per click. An impression is free of charge, but without a click, it will not result in a sale. So you actually do want those clicks. If you have very high impressions, but people are opting not to click, there must be something wrong, either with your main image, your title, or even with your pricing. Low impressions, on the other hand, can be a significantly bigger problem because it means there's something wrong with the keyword targeting, or even your bids are so low, so the visibility of the ad is quite low. Moving on, let's talk about ACOS, better known as advertising cost of sale. So ACOS is an advertising cost of sale. It's the percentage of your sales and how much goes towards advertising expenses. ACOS profitability, very important because it tells you how much money you're spending to get a certain sale. The lower the ACOS, the more profit. The higher the ACOS, the more money you're having to spend to get someone to purchase your product. Now, there's not really a perfect ACOS because it's very much dependent on a lot of variables, mainly your margins. However, just as a general metric, the lower the number, the more money you are actually making in terms of profit. Why does ACOS matter? Well, again, the lower the ACOS, the more profit you are making. You need to have an ideal ACOS range, which we're going to talk about in a second. High ACOS equals wasted ad spend. Not necessarily wasted ad spend, but it just basically means that you're spending too much money in order to generate a sale. And minimum profitability, ACOS. Now, let's talk about ROAS or ROAS, better known as return on ad spend. This represents the amount of revenue generated for every dollar, dirham, whatever the currency is, spent on advertising. So it's a one-on-one metric. The higher the ROAS, the better the performance of the ads. Here is ACOS versus ROAS. As you can see, they are calculated as a different range. The higher the ROAS, the lower the ACOS is gonna be, because that means you're just generating more profitability from lower ad spend. Ideally, you want your ROAS to be a solid 3. Anything over that would be wonderful. Anything lower than that might mean that you are just about breaking even in terms of ads. I think ROAS might be a simpler metric for you to follow because ACOS might be a little bit difficult for you to understand. So focus on the ROAS, make sure that your ads are generating ROAS 3 or above. With that being said, where do you find all of these metrics? Come with me as we look at Amazon's Campaign Manager. As you can see here, I've logged into Campaign Manager and I'm able to see certain metrics. I'm able to see how much sales was generated from all of the ads, how much money was spent on the ads, what is the ROAS, and what are the viewable impressions. If I want to make any changes, I can simply click and go and say, actually, I also want to look at the ACOS. The ACOS in this case is 23.83%. Not bad at all. And basically, I'm looking at the whole entire account without taking into consideration two main points. Number one, I might have one product in multiple campaigns. And number two, each and every product has a different ROAS and a different break-even ACOS. So how do I attribute all of this information per product? I want to know how each of my products is performing. Well, do not worry, because now you can go into this beautiful page right here called products. And as you can see, now I can look at the criteria based on each and every product. So, by the way, I can click on columns, click on customize columns, and then add whatever criteria that I want. So I'm going to add ACOS as well. And now it's ACOS per product, irrelevant of how many campaigns the product is in. So here I can see for this product, the ROAS is 4, the conversion is 23%, 100,000 impressions almost, how many clicks, what is the click-through rate, spend, CPC, as well as ACOS. So now you know the performance of each and every product, not just campaign. Amazon ads and PPC metrics explained. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in another video with more information.